Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today. This is going to be a weekly reading for the general collective, so this reading is for each and every single one of us. So please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. It may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that really affects my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out right. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, so that can make shuffling a little bit difficult, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. When that happens, I drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. The messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. You may hear some background noise. I do have my fan going. It feels like it's over 100 degrees here today, and the fan is the only thing I have to keep cool in here, so I'm gonna use it, right? Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, so make sure you check that out, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, which I would absolutely love and appreciate. I love being able to interact with you guys one-on-one. It really does bring a lot of joy to my life, so make sure you check that description box down below. Now, before we get into cards, we are going to get an angel number from the spirit board, so I also encourage you to look this angel number up as well. Spirit may take you somewhere other than where it takes me. So alright, Spirit, for my collective this week up ahead, an angel number 462. Okay, angel number 462 here. Alright, take it just a moment. Angel number 462 is interpreted as a message of faith and assurance that your prayers have been heard and answered by the angels. It suggests that your needs are being met and you should trust in the divine support available to you. This number can be seen as a symbol of spiritual guidance and a positive sign regarding your present and future circumstances. Ooh, okay, I love that. All right, let's get some tarot. Let's see what else is going on for us this week up ahead. Spirit, thank you for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and at all times and in all ways. What is it that my collective needs to know for this week up ahead? All right, we got the Page of Wands coming through. We got the Knight of Cups coming through. Back-to-back young energy here. Let's see what else we need to know here. We got, Page of Cups now. So we have two pages, but we also have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So pages are considered messengers, their youth and potential. Knights are also young and, they're about movement. They're confident in the establishment of themselves in their world. We have the Three of Cups coming in, lots of water energy. I guess it's fitting, we are transitioning Eight of Cups over into Cancer season, and we have Ace of Wands. So fire and water here, you guys, but of course the water is outdoing the fire here. But all right, so a theme for this week up ahead is coming through as this Page of Cups here. So let me move some cards around here. The Page of Cups there. All right, so the theme is Page of Cups. Like I said, young energy, full of potential. You know, this is the beginning of a relationship, you guys. You know, maybe it's a romantic in nature relationship. You know, the Knight of Cups can be signify, you know, a romantic opportunity coming your way, romance, love coming your way. So you have to be open and ready to receive it. You know, it's usually romantic, but it could also be spiritual. It can also indicate a possible new birth. So, you know, maybe you're becoming a parent this week, or maybe you're gonna find out that you're going to be a parent. For some, you know, it could be the birth of an idea, the birth of your emotions, you know, a rebirth, if you will. So this page is definitely a messenger, okay? She's a sensitive soul. She's open to honest and heartfelt communication. It's important to be open-minded this week and receptive to these new opportunities that are trying to come your way. You know, the figure here in this pool of water, she is concentrating on this cup that is glowing with the message that she needs to receive, or the message that she needs to get, so that she can tell the person that it is meant for. You know, don't shoot the messenger. So, you know, it's going to be a heartfelt, emotional message that is coming through here. You know, you could say she's meditating, you know, and she's patiently waiting for this message to come through. She also reminds us to be loving, intimate, gentle, and emotional this week up ahead. Remind ourselves that we are in control of our emotions instead of letting them control us. So beginning of the week energy, so this would be Monday and Tuesday, is this Knight of Cups coming in. So, you know, knights are about movement, you guys, and this knight here, he is gallant, he is chivalrous, he is sensitive and strong. So, you know, this offer of love could come to you at the beginning of this week. What a way to start the week, in a loving vibe. You know, he's literally the knight in shining armor, and you know, he's bringing this romantic invitation or even a romantic request. So, you know, just because he makes it doesn't mean you have to accept it, right? Whoever they may be, you know, because this person, they're capable of sweeping people off their feet. You know, however, he's ruled by his heart, and he can be fickle with his emotions. So he might love you today and hate you tomorrow, you know, that sort of thing, and then it starts all over again. So, you know, if he's still in his F boy, F girl era, you know, you may be like, no, not today, honey. But if you want to have a good time, if you want to date, if you want to go out, you know, maybe you're coming out from a long relationship and now you're going to get back on the horse. And you know, unicorns are like your intuition speaking to you. So as you can see, the top of the unicorn's horn is glowing. Could be you're waiting for a message, a sincere message, a sincere offer here. So, you know, you're not just going to take any you know, F boy, F girl and be like, oh, I can change you, you know, I don't feel like you're like, I came out from under that already and I ain't doing it again. No, thank you. So while the knight is a passionate, poetic, and romantic dreamer, he can also be temperamental, overly sensitive, and prone to fantasy. So, you know, we can all be that way. We can all be fickle in things. So, you know, we are transitioning from Gemini into Cancer season, you know, full blown into Cancer season now. So being in tune with our emotions here. All right, middle of the week energy, Wednesday and Thursday. Ooh, is this Ace of Wands? Aces are all about new beginnings, new opportunities being made available to us. Wands is fire. Fire is the power of taking action. So, you know, it's what are you passionate about, basically, you guys? You know, Wednesday and Thursday, you know, this represents a new creative venture or opportunity. Inspiration could hit you like lightning. You know, this is ambition and potential as well. You know, it's really encouraging us to move forward to a goal, toward a goal with enthusiasm and confidence. Believe in yourself 100%. Bet on yourself 100%. You know, if you can dream it and believe it, you can absolutely achieve it. So have that confidence, have that enthusiasm, you know, get excited about your life, about what you're doing, about the people that are coming in, the messages that are coming in. You are meant to keep moving forward. So do so, you know, with all of the passion within yourself. It's time to harness creative energy and move forward, putting your fears aside in order to cultivate your dream. What is it that you want to see come true, you guys? You know, all right, the end of the week, the energy for Friday is coming through as this 8 of Cups here. So we're back in the water, we're back in our emotions here. So you know, it represents sadness and, you know, abandoning the old in search of a deeper meaning, solitude, change. You know, maybe by the end of the week, you're just done with people. You're done with, you know, feeling a certain way here, you guys. You know, you're weary with the way that things have been. And so you're being urged to leave part of the past behind in search of something more fulfilling. You know, you tap into your fire, your creative energy. It will help keep you moving forward with that momentum, you guys. So this is a card of transition. You know, the figure here emerges from this water cautiously, and you know, the water looks serene, peaceful. You know, in each of these cards, you know, the water isn't out of control. You know, it's calm, it's peaceful, it's tranquil, but still emerging cautiously with a bit of sadness and reluctance. So, you know, not letting a deep, intense fear of change or letting go of the past, you know, hold us back to, you know, where it becomes destructive, you guys. So, you know, it's a healing energy as well. You know, not letting that fear of commitment and intimacy get in the way and block these new things that are trying to come in. So, all right, the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, is this 3 of Cups energy coming in here. So, you know, the 3 of Cups is a celebration, you guys, friendships, social invitations, pregnancy. You know, we did have birth of a child, so you could definitely be finding out you are pregnant or you're about to give birth this week. So whatever the case may be, congratulations, you know, or a birth. So it represents accomplishments here, you guys, good fortune, connecting with others, you know, getting together with our friends, getting together with our tribe, our family, the people that lift us up. Happiness, sharing, reflection, love, and abundance are the themes of this card. So lots of good, wonderful, amazing, positive energy here. You know, it shows us 3 maidens sitting by the water, each with a cup in their hand, their cup of love. Their cups are overflowing, and they're sharing this moment together enjoying each other's company. Sometimes just getting together with other people is celebration enough, you guys. So I love it. So what to learn is the Page of Wands. So again, young, youthful potential, you know, messages coming in. So she represents a creative soul, tapping into that creative energy and, you know, listening to your heart, following your heart and acting on what your heart, what your soul is telling you, you know. Don't be afraid to think outside of the box and to look upon new ventures and ideas with enthusiasm. You guys, get excited about your life. My goodness. So, you know, she sits alone with her dragon companion as she plays a tune on her flute. Her energy is still young and unharnessed, yet it is powerful. You know, and you think how powerful it is, and she is only just beginning to tap into it, you guys. So with focus, the Page of Wands can develop her creative vision. Like I said, if you can dream it and believe it, you can absolutely achieve it. So, all right, let's get some fortune cookies for this week up ahead. Let's see what else we need to know about this week up ahead, you guys. So let's take those. All right, we have property. A property purchase or sale for many, but heed security concerns in any transaction. So, you know, maybe some of this message that you're waiting for is on the home front. Maybe you're selling or buying or both, you know. Make sure you read the fine print, you guys, before you sign anything. Make sure all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted. Everything is on the up and up before you sign anything. Make sure you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. We have friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. Getting together with your friends. So, you know, being a good friend, listening to them, offering them advice from your heart here. We also have surprise. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those searching. So, you know, like I said, that Knight of Cups, it could be a love offer coming in. Maybe it comes after a time of disappointment. For those that have been trying to have a baby, maybe it comes after, you know, unfortunately, maybe a loss, or maybe you've been getting nothing but false pregnancy tests, and now this is the week you get your positive. I am sending you so much baby dust for whoever needs it here. Take it if you need it. All right, let's get some spirit animal oracle messages here. Let's see who would like to be our animal guides for this week up ahead. All right, thank you, guides, for your wisdom and your truth, and for offering your guidance and your protection this week up ahead. All right, we have a number 43, owl spirit. You see clearly now. And I started hearing that song. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. All right, we also have a number 4, badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. So, all right, give me just a moment here. I will read from the book a little bit on these. Sometimes they have pretty good messages. So, owl spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your keen senses and the wisdom within the consciousness that we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. So, you know, intuition there with that Page of Cups. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged and you are receiving messages from all directions. Use what is available to you, just like the magician, you guys. Tap into it. North, south, east, west, fire, spirit, air, water, earth. You know, tap into everything available to you. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. So Badger spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with spirit is paying off, and the results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of Badger spirit is the surety that taking a risk now and being courageous, fearless, and bold will yield wondrous results. So this is a time to harness your will and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. So this week, coming up Wednesday, June 25th, we have the new moon in Cancer. So new moon is the time of new beginnings. You know, we have that come up already. You know, be open, spend some time dreaming big. So we have new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe coming in here. And we also have new moon in Cancer. Relax. So, you know, if you're feel like you're all stressed out and, you know, everything, then you need to woo-saw. You know, you need to let it go and let yourself relax. So let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? You know, they do change over time. Meditation will help you banish your insecurity. She is meditating there on that message. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. So attune to the moon. Make sure you put family first this week. Even making sure you're putting yourself first as well, because, you know, you need to keep pouring into your own cup so you don't get depleted. We have new moon in Cancer. Relax. This card is a good omen for family issues. House moves. Okay, you have property, sales, and or purchases, or someone or something that needs protection. You know, your friendship. Maybe someone falls under the umbrella of your protection and they need a little bit more of it this week. Spend time with people you love and who love you. Develop a thicker skin. Cherish what you have and you'll have more to cherish. You know, crabs molt, you guys, so they, you know, it's a process of shedding their old skin and they get bigger and brighter, you know, that sort of thing. Your manifestation affirmation: when I nurture myself, life nurtures me back. Yes, love it. Spend a little more time loving yourself, loving others, getting excited about your life, about where you're going, who you are, the people that are in your life are coming in, you know. Release whatever it is that wants to fall away. You guys, you know, not everyone is meant to go throughout our whole life journey with us, unfortunately. You know, everything has a season and it's for a reason, and trying to find and maintain balance can be a struggle, but you know, it's something you have to keep working at. You know, you deserve that peace, you deserve that harmony, you deserve to be happy and have your happily ever after, however it looks to you personally. So do not give up on yourself, do not give up on your dreams, okay? Where there's a will, there's a way, and you know, your guides and your angels, sometimes they make a way where you can't even see one. So just keep holding on, just keep believing, have that unshakable faith, you guys. So all right, you all, these are our messages for this week up ahead. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. You know, hit it with the razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with you guys one-on-one. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So I hope you have an amazing week up ahead. Enjoy this new moon in Cancer, getting in touch with your emotions, slowing down a little bit, you know. Even though, you know, sometimes water puts out fire if we don't balance it right. So instead of it snuffing it out, create something wonderful and amazing like a rainbow, you guys. You know, you are the alchemist. You know, you can create beautiful, wonderful, and amazing things for yourself. So all right, you guys, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.